Sadie, today was such a surprise. Oh, what happened, Nadia? You're getting married to such an amazing guy. Oh, that. Thanks for joining the family lunch today. Of course, I'm your sister. So, where did you meet Calvin? We met through work. Nice. He looks great and seems good at his job. Yeah, he's reliable. So, how much does he make? He must be earning a lot. I'd rather not say the exact amount, but he probably makes more than average. Wow, you're so lucky to snag a hot, high-earning husband. I didn't choose him for his looks or income, you know. He's a sweet, caring guy. That's important. But hey, marriage can be tough, and it might not always go smoothly. Why would you say that? No deep reason. I'm just hoping you stay strong no matter what happens. You're making me nervous. Sorry, that wasn't my intention. It's just that marriages don't always last, and if things go south, you can always find someone else. Wait a minute. We're about to get married, and you're saying that now? I just want you to be happy. Are you sure? Well, if anything happens, you can always talk to me. Okay, I guess. By the way, during lunch, Calvin and I made eye contact several times. Oh, yeah? I got the feeling he was interested in me. Come again? Well, it's understandable. When we're together, my beauty stands out more. What are you trying to say? Nothing really, just sharing my thoughts. Don't get any weird ideas, Nadia. What do you mean? I'm worried because of the past. Oh, come on, haha. If you're that suspicious from the start, you'll chase happiness away. Anyway, I'm here to support you. If you ever have any problems, just talk to me. Sadie, why didn't you tell me? Hey, tell you what? About Calvin. What about him? Come on, don't pretend you don't know. I heard everything from Mom and Dad. Things aren't going well with him, right? Oh, you heard. I told them not to tell you. It's not their fault. I overheard them talking when I went home. I made them tell me. I see. I told you to talk to me if something went wrong. Why did you keep quiet? I didn't think it was something worth discussing. I'm fine. Don't worry about it. Don't be so distant. I'm worried about you. Are you sure? It sounds insincere coming from you. What do you mean by that? You took every boyfriend I had, so I find it hard to believe you care about me. Come on, don't hold grudges over the past. It's not my fault your boyfriends liked me more. I was just being approached. Maybe you should be more selective and not pick guys who cheat. That might be true, but with you it was different. You always took what was mine, even my boyfriends. Did you really have to get close to them? Is it so wrong to want to be friends with your boyfriends? Besides, it's not my fault I'm prettier than you. You know, do you remember all the hurtful things you did to me? Hiding my favorite dolls, blaming me to get me in trouble with Mom. That was when we were kids. But you didn't change as an adult. When my boyfriends came over, you wore revealing clothes on purpose and created opportunities to be alone with them. It was obvious you were after them. Do you know how much that hurt me? Let's just forget about the past. I can't. You took everything I cared about and made it yours. That's why I can't trust you. You're being dramatic, but I understand how you feel. I really am worried about you this time. I genuinely want to help, so don't be stubborn and talk to me. Anyway, this is a problem between Calvin and me as a couple. It's none of your business. Not to boast, but I have been through a divorce, you know. That's why I'm really worried about you and reached out. It's hard on both sides. Only someone who's been through it can truly understand. Even so, there's nothing you can do to help. You suspect him of cheating, right? I have connections with a private investigator. Should I introduce you? No, I don't need that. I don't know for sure if he's cheating. That's why you need to use a private investigator to find out. Oh no. Are you thinking about staying with him, even if he is cheating? I haven't decided yet. What's happened to you? You used to break up with guys immediately if they liked me. A boyfriend and a husband are different. It's not an easy decision. I guess. But if you forgive him, cheaters will always be cheaters. He works at a big company and has the looks, so you'll always have that worry. I keep telling you, it's not confirmed that he's cheating. Anyway, don't worry about us. Okay then, if you need anything, contact me. I'm here to help with whatever you need. Nadia, do you have a moment? Oh, Sadie, it's rare for you to reach out. Of course, what's up? I need to talk about something. Sure. Is it about the divorce? No, it's about Mom and Dad's move. They've set a date and I need your help. Oh, that. Dad's retiring, so they're moving to the countryside, right? Sorry, but I'm too busy to help. Are you sure? Once they move, the house will be sold. You won't be able to get back in. Your stuff is still there. I have no attachment to that old house, haha. Anything left there is stuff I don't need, so feel free to toss it. All right, I'll handle everything then. Thanks. By the way, how are things with Calvin? Any progress since we last talked? Yes, but it's none of your business. Listen, Sadie, I do regret everything I did in the past. I used to feel superior for taking your boyfriends, but I don't feel that way anymore. After experiencing a divorce myself, I'm genuinely worried about you. You talk about your divorce, but yours was due to irreconcilable differences, not infidelity. You were the one who left. Divorce is divorce, regardless of the reason. I trusted Calvin. I still can't believe he cheated. Oh, so the infidelity is confirmed? How did you find out? You didn't hire a private investigator, did you? Someone nosy sent me proof out of the blue. I see. He's a good-looking guy, so he probably has a lot of admirers. Maybe a jealous coworker leaked it. I don't care who sent it. Right now, I'm trying to figure out what to do. You should divorce him. Is that really the best option? Absolutely. Cheaters will cheat again. Don't forgive him. But no buts or ifs. Cheating on his wife is so low. Wake up, Sadie. You can live on your own, right? You're not a housewife. You can start over anytime. Nadia, you might be less pretty than me, but you're smart. Why don't you see that you can't stay like this? But I want to believe in him. It's fine to believe, but face reality. I heard you're the star at your company, trusted by your bosses. That's just work. You were also a top student in college, earning scholarships. Everyone recognizes your effort and talent. That's not true. It is. That's why you can't let this bring you down. Are you trying to encourage me? Of course. I'm still your sister. Our relationship might not have been great, but I still want you to be happy. I see. Thanks, Nadia. I think I should at least separate from Calvin now. Right? Forget him. Find a new man. I'm sure you'll be happier. Dump the cheater and start a new life. Nadia, I have some news to share. What is it? Calvin and I finalized our divorce last week. Really? It's thanks to you. Haha, actually, I already knew it. Did Mom and Dad tell you? Nope. You see, I'm getting married to Calvin. You totally fell for it. The person in those photos you received, that was me. And I was the one who sent them to you. What? Guess where I am right now? I don't know. I'm in Vegas, baby. I'm so glad you're slow. You've always been good at studying, but you're so oblivious. I took your husband just as planned. So all that kindness was fake. You're awful. This marriage won't bring you happiness. Call me what you want. There's no way I wouldn't go after a high-earning, good-looking guy like Calvin. And Mom and Dad approve of our marriage. With their blessing, we'll be happy together. So, is your marriage done already? Even if you ask me to stop, it's too late. We had a wedding last night. It's official. Too bad for you. Sorry. Exactly as planned. Huh? What are you talking about? Pretending you don't care about losing him? I wanted to leave him even before your affair. Now I'm genuinely happy to be rid of him. Are you seriously saying that? Yes. Why? He's sweet, hot, and perfect. Perfect? Far from it. He racked up debt and even hit me. I wanted to leave him, but I was scared of what he might do. Then I found out about you two and saw my chance. Debt? Hit you? Calvin did? I don't believe a sweet guy like him would do that. He was only sweet at first. After we got married, he showed his true colors. Making up such pathetic lies because you lost your husband and got divorced? That's really sad. Believe what you want. You'll see his true nature soon enough. Sure, say whatever you like. You're just jealous because you lost a great catch to me. Oh, by the way, our honeymoon is in Paris. You only went domestic, right? This is what it's like to be truly loved. As long as you're happy, that's all that matters. Of course, I'm over the moon. We are meant to be from the start. An ugly sister like you could never outshine me. If you want a decent life, find someone on your own level next time. Make sure they're not someone I'd be interested in. Haha. Sadie, I need a favor. It's a disaster. Sadie, please answer. Oh, hey Nadia. What's got you so flustered? Help me, Sadie. With what? You were right. Calvin is a terrible person. It's like I was scammed. He really does have debts, and he spends money recklessly. When I confronted him, he took all my salary. I told you so. It's tough, but you'll have to deal with it. I can't handle it. That's why I'm asking for help. You think I'd help someone who stole my husband? You're crazy. I have no one else to turn to. I called Mom, but she said I was no longer her daughter. She wants nothing to do with me. She didn't even tell me their new address. What did you expect? No parent wants a child who betrays their sibling by stealing their spouse. She and Dad said they accepted my marriage, though. They knew about me and him all along. You were the only one who didn't know. What? I told you before. You played right into my plan. I set it up so you and Calvin would get together to free me from him. Mom and Dad helped with the plan. What the heck? My own family set me up? Because what you did was so despicable. After you stole my boyfriends, we warned you. But you did it again. Mom and Dad approved your marriage because you two deserve each other, being such terrible people. I'm really in trouble. He's so controlling. I don't think I can even get a divorce. Exactly why I had a hard time too. But you wanted a hot, high-earning husband, So you got what you wished for. Good for you. No, it's not. Even with a good salary, we're struggling because of his spending. He yells at me, and the other day, he threw a mug at me. When he gets mad, he turns into a completely different person. It's terrifying. I know. That's his true nature. It's not just that. He doesn't help with any housework and always complains when I come home late. The other day, he flipped the dinner table because he didn't like the food. Wow, that's awful. Yes, so I've reached my limit. Hey, where are you living now? Can you hide me for a while? If you don't, I'll tell him about your plan to divorce him. You never really wanted to be with him. I don't care. His focus is on you now. He doesn't care about me anymore. Then, at least tell me where Mom and Dad moved. Please? Not happening. They told me they don't consider you family anymore and made me promise not to tell you. I'm sorry, Sadie. I was jealous of you. The guys I chose always turned out to be bad. And I envied you for choosing nice guys. That's why I tried to take them from you. It's okay. The guys who got involved with you had their own issues. And honestly, I'm grateful you ended up with Calvin since I wanted to leave him. Thank you, really. I know you did. If you're grateful, then help me. That's a different matter. Considering everything you've done to me, I believe this is karma. You hit me when our parents weren't around, stole my allowance, insulted me daily, and even tried to steal my boyfriends. You're not someone worth helping. I'm scared of what Calvin might do to me. He checks my phone every day, and I have to delete these messages before he comes home. I feel like I'm losing my mind from his control. I escaped because I hated that life. Don't you feel sorry for me? Not at all. You're the one who went after him. So what's gotten into you? You pushed me to hurry up and divorce him. Because I didn't know he was like this. If you had valued your family more, this wouldn't have happened. What? If you had come to help with the move, I would have told you about him. Living with him was that hard for me. Really? But you didn't come. You've always dumped the difficult tasks on me and asked Mom and Dad for money, causing trouble. You only came home when you were in trouble. Everyone's tired of being dragged into your mess. I'm sorry. I'll change from now on. I'll listen to you, Mom and Dad. I'll never cause trouble again. It's too late. We're not going to help you. This is the result of your choices. Sadie, please. I'm truly sorry. You understand how much I'm suffering, right? Yes, I do. Then help me. Nope. Because I understand how hard it is. You'll just have to try harder. Thanks for taking the scumbag off my hands. Enjoy your life with him and be happy. Nadia tried to seek help from our parents and asked around among our relatives for their whereabouts. However, no one told her. This is because everyone in our family is aware of her bad character, and now, having stolen my ex-husband, she has completely alienated them. I've blocked her, so I have no way of knowing how she's doing now. I can only imagine she's living a miserable life, unable to escape from Calvin. Incidentally, I've received alimony from him, so they must be in quite a financial bind. I think they deserve each other and should stick together. Moreover, I requested a transfer at my company, and they agreed to send me to another state immediately after the divorce. So neither Calvin nor Nadia will be able to find me at my current residence. Nadia took everything from me and caused me so much pain, but now that I've cut ties with her for good, I can finally live freely and enjoy my life without her interference.
Janet, is Susan back already?
Oh, what's going on?
It's unusual for you to drop me a line at this hour. No, there's something I really need to talk to you today. I thought it might not be a good idea to talk to you when Susan is around. Is it something you don't want your daughter to hear? Well, Susan won't be home for a while. It's her college graduation ceremony today. I think she'll go back to her apartment after graduation. Oh, I see. So she's graduating, huh? It should be over by now. She's probably taking pictures with her friends. I'm sure Susan must be deeply moved by the fact that her college life is coming to an end. I guess so. She worked hard, didn't she? And now that she's found a job, she said she's going bowling with her friends to celebrate her graduation, so she'll be home late. I see. You're staying home, aren't you? Well, I'm home now, but I have to prepare dinner. Anyway, I'm gonna be home early today. I'll probably be there by 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock? That's a lot earlier than usual. Is work okay? You've been working a lot of overtime lately, saying you're busy. I have something important to talk to you about. So I'm going home early today, even if I have to push myself a little. What's so important? What is it? I'll tell you in person when I get home. I think it's better if we talk face to face. Is it really that serious? I'm getting worried. No, don't worry. It's more than serious, it's important. What? I'm a little scared. Just make sure you are home. Okay. I'll see you later. Take care. Mom, I think we're all going to the bowling alley now. I haven't bowled in years. I'm not sure I'll be able to throw a bowling ball properly. As I recall, the last time we went bowling was when you were in elementary school. By the way, how was your graduation ceremony? Were you impressed? Yeah, it was very moving. I took a lot of pictures with my friends and teachers. It was a day to remember. That's great. About what time are you coming home? Let's see. We'll probably all go out to dinner after bowling. It'll probably be closer to 10 p.m. I see. Have fun with your friends, but try not to stay out too late. Okay. Do you need a ride? Do you know how to get there? No problem. I have a friend who's going there together. We're gonna catch a cab and split the bill. I'll just give the driver the address. I mean, you're busier than me tonight. You should focus on that. Okay, thank you. So, how's it going over there? Yeah, it's kind of... Dad called me and said he wanted to talk to me when he got home. Well, I can guess what it is, but... Yeah, me too. But in a way, it's good to save the trouble, isn't it? I guess so. I'll keep that in mind. Well then, come home safely. Okay, thanks. Don't take it too hard, Mom. I'll be fine, don't worry. All I have to do now is talk it over with your father. You're so strong, Mom. I have to learn from you. Thank you, Susan. Have fun. Thanks, Mom. See you later. Okay, see you later. It's already 6:30. I thought you were coming home by 6. What happened to the important thing? I decided to text you about that. Oh, I thought you were going to tell me in person. Well, I don't really care either way. I'll tell you then. Okay, I kind of know what you're going to say, but what is it? Divorce me. I want you to let me go. What do you mean, let you go? Susan graduated from college today, and she's going to live alone in an apartment, right? That's right. So? Susan's going into the workforce, which means I've fulfilled my parental duty. What are you trying to say? If she's going to move out of her parents' house, there's nothing more I have to do for her. I'm not sure about nothing, but we can relax a little. When I think about it, from now on, I have to work just to support you as you become an older, ugly lady. And I feel empty about my future. You're going to be an ugly old man too, you know. Now I'm talking about you. To put it bluntly, the thought of having to live with an old hag turns me off. That's a horrible thing to say. Is that how you really feel? Yes, I do. Anyway, I want to be free. I want to be free from my obligations as a parent and a husband. I mean, Susan left, and you can stop being a mother too, so get the hell out. That's what I mean. Well, it's up to me whether to stop being a mother. That's why I said it turns me off. I'm not interested in some useless old hag. Oh, you were talking about some young pretty girl at work. You're active and all, but you're definitely mistaken. Think of the trouble you'll cause her and your age too, you know. I'm not thinking about making a move on her. Really? Just divorce me. Our 22 years of being in a broken marriage is over. The kid's on her own now, and you get out. Okay. Then divorce is final. Well, is that okay? You don't want to live with me, right? Yes, but isn't that a little too easy? I don't like that about you either, and I've been thinking about getting a divorce for a long time. Huh? I'll leave you right now as you wish. No, I didn't say right now. The movers are here. What? Wait a minute. What do you mean, movers? Actually, the movers have already started getting ready. It's so convenient now. If you pay extra, they'll do it even at night. Huh? Thank you for everything. So, you were ready to move out? Yes, I was. You can't even do a single household chore. I thought you would complain if I told you I was leaving. I'm glad you're the one who brought up the divorce. What? Oh yeah, I have to tell you this. What is it? You two get the hell out of this house. Huh? Why should I? This house is scheduled to be torn down. What? What are you talking about? I'm the owner of this house. That's my line. The landlord is my brother. What? My brother was transferred overseas 20 years ago, and he had to vacate the house for a while. So we were paying him a reasonable rent. That's right. Perhaps you forgot? My brother and his family are coming back to the US after his overseas assignment. But this house is getting old, so they decided to rebuild it and live in it. The lease expires at the end of this month. What? The end of this month? That's so soon. That's why the movers are moving my stuff out. I know you're busy with work, but please get ready for the move as soon as possible. No, wait, Janet. That's too much too soon. Are you sure you're okay with that? We've been a couple for 22 years. You said our marriage is broken. You said that yourself. Well, I'm busy. I gotta go. Bye. Seriously. Sorry, Mom. I was chatting with my friends and look at the time. Don't worry about it. It's a special day. Are you going to be home soon? We just broke up, so I'm going to take a cab to my new place. Okay, take care. Thanks. It was the best bowling I've had in a long time. Well, I got the lowest score, but wow, it was a lot of fun. I'm glad you had fun. Now that the graduation ceremony's over, it's important to spend time with friends. Speaking of which, I think my dad called me several times while we were bowling. The number of incoming calls was crazy. You didn't answer? Yeah, I was so busy playing that I didn't notice. And there was a text at the end. Mom left. I'm getting a divorce. Please help me. Oh, wow. He's the one who asked for a divorce. I've left it unread for now. Got it. Well, I'm going to do some minimal unpacking. You've already moved all your stuff? Yeah, I've reduced my stuff as much as possible. And it's only a 30-minute drive from my old house. I see. Well, I'll see you later. Okay, take care. I'll help you when I get back. Thanks, but I'm all set. All I have to do now is clean up a little bit. Really? But Mom, take it easy. Yeah, I'll get some rest after I clean up. Well, I think my cab is here, so I'll see you later. Okay, take care. Thanks, Mom. Bye. Bye, Susan. I'll talk to you later. Janet, I need to talk to you. Hey, you're just hanging around the house, right? Don't ignore me. Pick up the phone. I thought I hadn't heard from you in a while. You're as bossy as ever. What do you want? Why aren't you coming? Huh? I gave you the address where I'm moving to. I've been waiting for you over a month. I even kindly sent you a map. Why aren't you coming? Oh, you mean on WhatsApp? I was wondering what you want after sending me the address. What did you mean? Why aren't you coming to do the housework? Yes? Housework? Who's going to do whose chores? Who else is there but you to do my housework? Housework is a woman's job. Actually, I'd ask my mom, who's good at housework, but she's in a nursing home, so you'll have to do it. I don't understand. You know, You've been with me for 22 years, and you've managed to keep it together despite my constant criticisms. But you just forgot about it as soon as you got divorced. I'll discipline you one more time, so come back here every day starting tomorrow. Are you crazy? What the hell? We're divorced, remember? So we're strangers now, aren't we? It's pretty rude to discipline a stranger, don't you think? What are you talking about? You were my wife. I was your wife. It's the past. I'm not obligated to do housework for you. That's absurd. I'm telling you that housework is a woman's job. You are so old-fashioned. Housework is something that both men and women should do together, regardless of gender. I'm busy with work. You should do the housework. That was acceptable when we were married. We're divorced now, so your argument doesn't hold water. Besides, I'm working too. Work? You? Huh? What are you talking about? You were just fooling around with your computer at home every day. I was working on my computer. You made fun of me, saying it was all just for fun. But I was making as much as your salary. Oh, I thought I was the only one financially supporting our family. Well, you left me in charge of the family finances. You left all the housework and childcare to me, even though we were both working. You were all talk, a useless man. Who is the useless man? Anyway, my house is in trouble right now. Just come and do chores. You know, how many times have I told you you and I are strangers now? We're an ex-couple. But we're just strangers now that we're divorced. If a stranger does the housework of another person's home, that's a housekeeping service or housekeeper. It's a paid job. Therefore, I am not your housekeeper, and I have no intention or obligation to do housework for you. That's enough. Then I'm going to ask Susan to do it for me. Huh? Why are you asking her to do it? She's my daughter. If I tell her that as a father, getting her ready for married life, I'm sure she would appreciate it. I don't think so. She is busy. She has a job in her own life. She doesn't have time to do housework for you. That doesn't matter. She's my daughter, and I'm sure she'll do it to thank me raising her. Besides, she is a kind girl, unlike you. If I tell her I'm in trouble, she'll be here right away. Don't bother her. She has her own life to lead. Kids have to take care of their parents. You're not old enough to ask a kid to take care of you. I'm sure doing your own chores will help you grow up. Growing up? I don't need that. I'm working. I don't have time for housework. Then why don't you hire a housekeeper? Why don't you just pay a professional to do it? I'm not spending money on that. Then you'll have to do it yourself. I'll call Susan. Don't do that. Susan, I need to talk to you. Is now a good time? What's up, Dad? You know your mother left recently. Yeah, I know. And I'm renting an apartment and living alone. To be honest, I'm having a bit of a problem. There's no one to do the housework and the house is a mess. Oh, so? I could use a little help around the house. What do you mean? Like cleaning, laundry, and a little bit of cooking? No. What? That was quick. Why are you asking me to do this? You're my daughter. You want me to come do your chores just because I'm your daughter? That's right. I can't.
Why not? Since your mother's not here, you, my daughter, have to do the housework.
Why don't you just do it yourself?
Nope. Housework is a woman's job.
How can you say that so openly in this day and age?
Men should go to work and women should stay home and do the housework. You two need to learn housework now, so that your future husband won't be appalled when you get married someday.
I can do housework.
Oh, I see. Then there's no problem if I ask you to do the chores starting tomorrow.
I said no. You're forgetting that I'm working now.
All you have to do is drop by after work and do a little housework. And where I live now is small, so cleaning should be easy. You just have to prepare meals for one person. It's easier than the house we used to live in.
If you think it's easier, you can do it yourself. Either way, it's physically impossible.
Physically?
I'm about to finish my training for new employees at the company. I've been assigned to a branch office in another region.
What? I thought you started to live alone in an apartment near the company.
The company prepared that place for employee training, and it's a kind of accommodation until the company decides where to assign me.
You mean you're going to move farther away from here?
That's right.
Really?
By the way, I'm taking Mom, who is temporarily living in an apartment with me.
Huh? Why?
Well, she's a web designer who can work from home. Now that she's single, she can live anywhere she wants to. She can move much easier.
But that doesn't mean you have to take her with you.
The main reason is to get Mom away from you. I don't want you to be pressuring her to remarry or stick around for the purpose of free housekeeping.
I would never do that.
You've been pestering her to come and do housework for you, haven't you?
No, I just thought that since we're an ex-married couple, it'd be okay if she did the housework.
You've got it all wrong. Anyway, we don't take care of you anymore. Especially for you who doesn't appreciate someone doing the housework. Mom and I will never give you a hand.
Susan, could you clean up my room a little bit?
Huh?
I don't know how to take out the trash. And, it's all messy and I can't even see the floor of my room.
If it's how to take out the trash, why don't you just ask your neighbors?
I don't want people to think I'm doing housework even though I am a man.
Then why don't you look it up on the internet?
I'm not good at using the internet.
All right. Then you'll have to live in a dirty room for the rest of your life, won't you?
Huh?
Bye.
Susan, wait. Just come and clean it.
You're so persistent. I don't want to.
You're the only one I can count on.
I have my own life. I don't live for you.
But what am I going to do without you? Mom won't even deal with me saying I'm a stranger once we're divorced.
Then hire a housekeeper.
I'm not willing to pay for housework. A wife or daughter does it for free.
That's enough. I feel like I'm wasting my time talking to you.
Excuse me?
Don't contact me again. Bye-bye.
Hey, Susan.
After that, my ex-husband never learned his lesson and kept harassing me and my daughter with messages, begging us to come clean the house and do the laundry. No matter how many times we refused, he showed no sign of giving up. So we both blocked him at the same time. After that, we were living happily. Then I heard that my ex-husband had been fired from his job. According to one of my ex-husband's colleagues who also knew me, my ex asked a young and beautiful female employee to go out, and even though she refused, he kept asking her. When his boss asked him why he did it, my ex-husband replied, "Because I wanted someone to clean the house." My boss didn't even get angry and was disgusted. My ex-husband looked for a job but didn't get a good one. He's now working part-time to make ends meet. I am wondering how far he is going downhill. I shrug my shoulders and have no intention of helping him at all.
Sis, I was really surprised yesterday. Maya, I didn't think you would even be there. Mom told me you were bringing your fiancé. So I asked her if I could be there too, and she agreed. Mom should have told me. So, what were you surprised about? What? What are you talking about? Your fiancé is someone I know. How can an ugly girl like you go out with such a handsome guy? You're so rude out of the blue. I've been thinking that you might know Greg. You guys were in the same high school. But you two were in different grades, so I thought it's less likely that you guys knew each other. But you actually recognized him when you met him, so I was quite surprised. I think the only person I remember who was in different grades was Greg. He was so famous. I think everyone who went to the same high school as me knows him. I see. He was that famous? Yes, that's right. He was definitely the most popular guy in all of my high school years. Actually, I can't think of anyone else who was that popular in my whole life. He was that famous. Well, Maya, you said that yesterday, right? But Greg denied it. It's true. It's nice to see him being humble like that. He's not getting carried away. He's being humble. He's perfect. At the time, I just admired him. I never thought we would get to know each other like this. Maya, Greg is a bit shy about being praised like that. He feels kind of awkward. So if you could you treat him normally? Oh, he's so cute to be shy. Maya, are you listening to me? Besides, he's great at his job, right? Which is my top priority in a marriage partner, so he's really perfect. I was really surprised yesterday, you know, because you suddenly asked him, how much money do you make? That was rude of you. You shouldn't ask someone's income. I know it's rude, but I couldn't help but be curious. We went to the same high school, so I thought it would be nice to get to know him better. And I'm sorry if it's not much to ask. But he apparently makes $200,000 a year. He should be more proud of himself. And he's a freelancer. That's so cool. You know, it's not about the amount. He was surprised and taken aback by you. I think I'm going to switch from my boyfriend to Greg. Huh? What are you saying? Greg is my fiancé. Because, you know, after seeing Greg, my boyfriend suddenly seems so shabby. You can't talk like that. I met your boyfriend once myself. He's very kind and he cares about you. He's a very nice guy. Yeah, but Greg is much more good-looking. And my boyfriend's income isn't bad either, but Greg makes a lot more. So I thought it would be better to break up with my boyfriend and go out with Greg. What? I've been telling you that he's my fiancé. We are getting married soon. That's why we went to my parents' house yesterday to tell them the news. I know that. But I want him, and I can't help it. Huh? I've gotten everything I've ever wanted. I'll definitely get it this time, too. Maya, enough! Don't make me angry. Oh no, that's scary. I don't have time to bother with you anymore. I'm going to go to the preview of the wedding hall with Greg now. Are we done here? Oh, I'm jealous. Well, I'm afraid that wedding won't happen. I really have to go now, so I'll see you later. Hey sis, can I ask you one more time? About what? It's about Greg, of course. Maya, are you serious? I'm not going to let you have him. Yeah, I get it. He's your precious fiancé and you don't want to let him go. I understand how you feel. What's wrong with you? Now I'm getting scared. I have an announcement to make. I have a bad feeling about this. I don't want to hear it. Even if you don't want to hear it, I'll tell you. Greg has become my fiancé. Huh? I know, that's hard for you to understand. I totally get it. But this has been decided. What do you mean? At the family meeting, it was decided that I'm going to have Greg. What? That's absurd. The family meeting included just Mom, Dad, and you, right? So what? That's my family. No, that's impossible. Even if you think this is impossible, this has been decided already. If you have a problem with it, you can tell Mom and Dad. Greg would prefer me because I'm prettier than you. He'll be so happy to be with me. Greg is right next to me now and he's reading our texts. He is so surprised. The sight is so pitiful that I can't even bear to look at it. What? He fell off his chair like a cartoon and fell on his back. He's enduring the pain desperately. Huh? I mean, he is that surprised. I'm trying to say that what you're saying is impossible. No matter how much you talked about it with Mom and Dad and decided on your own, as long as Greg and I don't approve, we'll never break up. Greg will never choose you, Maya. No, it's just a matter of time. Huh? My family says it's fine, and since I've announced to you that I'm going to have Greg, it's only a matter of time. I'm going to let Greg know right away. You don't know his number, do you? Mom told me. What? Yesterday, I asked Mom to get Greg's number. Of course, she asked for it so I could contact him. Hey, that's enough. Don't contact him because he'll be confused. Hey, Maya, are you listening to me? Maya! Sorry to interrupt your lunch hour, Greg. Have you heard from Maya since then? You didn't hear from her last night, so I hope she gave up. But the way she was acting last night, it seemed like she was ready to steal you away. I just can't stand this.
Hey, Ava. I was just about to text you, too. I just looked at my phone and saw a text from your sister.
What? Seriously? What does it say?
At the family meeting, you became my fiancé. I'm looking forward to spending the time with you, handsome. How about dinner for a start? I'll keep you company all night.
What? This is crazy. What the hell is she thinking? I'm really sorry.
Why are you apologizing?
Because my sister is doing something terrible.
It's not your fault, but I finally understand why you were so hesitant to let me see your family. So this was the reason, right? Yesterday, your sister was asking me a lot of questions, and I thought it was strange. But I thought it was because we went to the same high school, so maybe she felt a sense of closeness. I never thought this would happen.
Yeah, my family is weird. So I only had minimal contact with them. Somehow, I had a feeling this was going to happen. So I didn't want to take you to my parents' house.
I see. That makes sense. Now I understand why you just wanted me to say hi to your parents and not get involved. If that's okay with you, let's just do so.
I'd rather you did.
Okay, I've already told my parents beforehand. I'll talk to them about what's happening now as well. So don't worry about anything, Ava.
Thank you. By the way, when did you exchange numbers with my mom?
While you weren't around, your mother asked me my number so that she could always be in touch with me for emergencies. Now that I think about it, she might have been looking for the timing when you weren't around.
I can't believe it. I don't want you getting another weird text like that. You can block Mom and Maya's numbers. I mean, I want you to block them.
Okay, I'll block them.
I'm so sorry I didn't see it coming. I'm so sorry.
I told you it's not something for you to apologize for. You actually told me we didn't need to visit them to tell them we're getting married. I was the one who forced you into this situation because I thought we should tell them in person.
I know, but...
Ava, we're going to be a married couple now. Let's cooperate with each other in everything. You don't have to apologize or feel sorry for me.
Okay. Thank you so much, Greg. Yes, we are going to be a married couple. From now on, let's talk about everything with each other and overcome difficulties together.
Yeah, I'd like that. Ava, help me.
What's wrong? What happened? Sorry, I was busy at work today and I'm still working. I'm in a meeting right now. So I can't answer the phone, but text me what happened.
Your sister somehow got into our house.
What? You're kidding. We locked the door, didn't we? How the hell did she get in?
I opened the fridge earlier and noticed there was no milk. So I went to the grocery store to get milk. I thought I locked the door, but I guess I wasn't paying attention and forgot to lock the door. I think that's when she got in.
Okay, so you forgot to lock the door, but still, this is creepy. The fact that Maya was able to sneak into our house when you were out, doesn't that mean she was watching nearby the whole time?
I think so.
So what's the situation now?
Well, I had a Zoom meeting at 8 p.m. tonight, so I thought I'd join from home. I was launching Zoom and getting ready. And then I was suddenly tapped on the shoulder from behind by someone. I turned around and saw your sister. There she was, staring at me, in her underwear. I panicked. I ran desperately to the bathroom, and here I am now asking for your help. I wonder what your sister is doing in our house right now. I'm scared what she's up to, but I'm even more scared to leave the bathroom. And she herself doesn't seem to realize it. But I was already on Zoom at the time. I was chatting with a few people when she tapped on my shoulder. So I think the people I was connected to at the time saw her in her underwear.
I can't believe it. It's so disgusting. I don't even want to think of her as my sister. Anyway, call the police now, Greg.
Are you sure? I wasn't sure whether to call the police or not because she's your sister. I didn't think it would be a good idea to call the police.
Whether she's a stranger or my sister, it doesn't matter. She broke into a residence and she was in her underwear. For her sake, it's not a good idea to coddle her.
All right, I'll call the police.
I'll be home as soon as possible.
No, I don't think you should come home now.
What? Why?
Your sister seems excited. She's making a sound like she's in a porno movie.
Huh? No way!
I don't want you to see your sister like that. I'll leave the rest to the police. I'll text you as soon as the police arrive, so don't worry.
Okay, I'll wait for your text. Oh man, I've had a hard time. You told Greg to call the police, didn't you? Greg didn't seem entirely unwilling, and you spoiled it. Wow, how can you take it in such a positive way? I'm impressed in a way. Thanks for the compliment. You don't even know I'm being sarcastic. Oh my god, I was really surprised. Greg must have been so embarrassed that he ran off to the bathroom. I was thinking about how I should treat him when he comes out. Then the police came out of nowhere. I was seen in my underwear by a police officer. It wasn't for show. It's Greg's privilege to see me naked. You know, you're trying so hard to get your hands on Greg. But Maya, you have a boyfriend to begin with. Are you breaking up with him? Nope. I'm into Greg now, but my boyfriend takes good care of me and he makes a lot of money. I'm not going to break up with him right now. Well, I'll break up with him when I'm ready to marry Greg. So he's a backup. Your boyfriend said he's breaking up with you. Huh? Cut the crap. You've only met him once. True, I've only met him once. Huh? Greg knows your boyfriend. You're kidding, right? They're business partners. 3 days ago, when you broke into our house, Greg was in front of the computer, right? He was, but so what? He had a meeting scheduled in a few minutes. And he was chatting with some of the members on Zoom. So what? That means you in your underwear was seen by some of the members. Greg said it was a big meeting, so there were already around 10 members online. What? No way! You already figured it out, didn't you? One of the members was your boyfriend. Poor guy. On a Zoom meeting, he was having a conversation with his business partners. Suddenly, a woman in her underwear appeared on the screen, and she turned out to be his girlfriend. If I were in his situation, I'd be so shocked I'd probably be bedridden. Oh crap, I didn't know. I didn't know is not an excuse. It's a criminal offense to enter someone's house without permission. Your boyfriend seemed very shocked at first, but then he started to think of you as a strange woman. He said he's breaking up with you. What? You mean I'm getting dumped? It's not just him. Greg also thinks you're really creepy. Creepy? That's ridiculous. I heard what you were doing. You've been having your boyfriend pay for everything and take care of you. And before you knew it, you quit your job. You've been telling him that you have no money and having him pay for everything. You had him do all that for you, and you're just going to move on to another guy? How can you do that? I guess you're being punished for what you did. Why should I be dumped by him? Damn it, I'll make Greg fall for me no matter what. That won't happen. Why not? You don't know that. I do know, because you have no way to contact Greg. What? What do you mean? Greg blocked your number, as you've probably already noticed. On top of that, we moved. Oh, really? To where? There's no way I'd tell you. I'll just tell you that it's a skyscraper condo somewhere. I wanted to live there once before we planned to have kids. That's not fair. I want to live in a skyscraper condo too. Why is Greg spending all those money on you? I knew you were misunderstanding. You seem to think you can beat me with ease. But let me tell you, I make as much money as Greg does. Huh? You? That's a lie. I would never lie about something like that. I started my own business a few years ago, and it's doing well. That's why I'm going to pay half the rent for the new house. If you stole Greg from me, can you manage to pay half the rent? Of course I can't pay. You know that. Oh, I have an idea. Hire me. You'd be glad to have me work for you, wouldn't you? Not at all. Why not? I'm thinking of cutting ties with you. What? Or rather, cutting ties with my family. I visited my parents' house to let them know about my marriage. And they support you for stealing my fiancé from me. They're not my family. And hiring you? Are you kidding me? You don't work. You're just fooling around. What good would someone like you do in our company? Above all, I don't trust people who would betray their own family without a second thought. No way. Sis, I'm sorry. I'll change my ways from now on. I have work to do. I'm busy. I'm blocking you now. Bye. Take care. You're kidding. Sis, what am I supposed to do? Greg filed a police report. Not only did he report the unauthorized entry into our house, he demanded compensation for ruining his important business meeting. The fact that Maya broke into our house without permission and exposed herself in her underwear was deemed to be equivalent to mental anguish. Maya had to pay more than $10,000 in fees. Of course, there was no way Maya had that much money. She had to borrow money from a not-so-good place to pay it. Now, Maya, who is saddled with the debt, is abused by her parents who loved her so much. That's all I heard about Maya. I don't know anything more than that, as I have already cut ties with my family. I recently got married to Greg. I feel that my bond with Greg has become stronger because of what Maya had done to us. I believe that he and I will be able to overcome anything together in the future. I am grateful to my ex-family for making me realize that.
Sage, I'll be home soon.
Oh, Ty, you're done with work. You finished earlier than usual.
Yeah, the meeting I was supposed to have was cancelled suddenly.
Oh, I see. Oh yeah, Ty, there's something I want you to see when you get back.
What?
It's a picture Nancy drew at school. It's really good. The teacher even praised her for it.
Yeah, no thanks, I'll pass.
What?
It's a picture drawn by a third grader, right? What's the point?
That's not very nice. It's pretty good for a third grader.
But I think she would at least be able to draw a picture.
Why?
She's not really good at anything else, is she? She should be able to do something well.
You're not very sensitive, are you? Ty, have you been making fun of her appearance recently?
What? Did I do that?
Nancy was concerned about it. She said Dad called her chubby.
Oh, you mean that? I was just telling the truth. You and Nancy are just alike. It's not surprising since you are mother and daughter. Not only do you have the same face, but you have the same body.
I don't care what you say about me, but don't make fun of your daughter's appearance. Nancy was even looking in the mirror saying she wanted to lose weight.
Haha, what's a grade schooler talking about?
You're the one who made her say that, right? Don't hurt your daughter's feelings.
People say worse things about you when you go out into the real world anyway. She might as well learn now.
Appearance is a sensitive thing. You don't get used to it because your parents said something. Sometimes what your parents say to you when you're young stays with you forever. Besides, Nancy is in the 3rd grade and she's at an age where she's concerned about her appearance.
Yes, I know. Stop preaching. But you know what? I don't know why your sister is so beautiful.
You mean Serena?
Yes, Serena. Not only is she beautiful, she's also very stylish. You're built like a pig. I can't believe you are sisters.
Why are you suddenly talking about Serena?
Serena came to our house the other day, remember?
That's right. It's been years since I've seen her.
Wow, you're sisters and you haven't seen each other at all.
It's been a long time. She and I don't really get along.
Really? Why did she come to our house all of a sudden?
We had a family problem and she came to me for advice.
I guess she's relying on you for some reason.
I asked her to leave right away.
What? Why?
Because I thought Serena was the cause. She only thinks about herself, and now it's coming back on her.
What's with the cold shoulder? Do you really dislike Serena that much?
Serena has put me through a lot. I don't want to have anything to do with her anymore.
I don't know what happened. Poor Serena. To be abandoned by her own sister. If I could, I'd help her out.
Don't get any ideas, Ty. You're already married with a daughter, Nancy.
I know. Don't worry about it. Anyway, what's for dinner tonight?
Pot roast. You like pot roast, right?
Oh, pot roast.
You don't want to eat that?
It's not that. Can't you cook something a little more interesting? Even a kid can make pot roast.
Don't talk like that. I'm working hard too.
Let me tell you something. I work hard outside the home. You can relax at home.
Relax? I work part-time too, and I take care of the house and our daughter.
It's just a part-time job. And then she isn't that difficult to take care of. She's in elementary school now. At least when I come home early, you should try making something nice for dinner. Sage, I'm going out for drinks tonight, so I won't be needing dinner.
Again? Haven't you been drinking a lot lately?
It can't be helped. It's a work thing.
If you didn't want dinner, you should have told me sooner.
What?
I made you homemade enchiladas today. You told me not to cut corners for dinner the other night. I took the time to prepare it.
I don't know what to say. My boss suddenly asked me out. Going out with the boss is part of the job, right?
Don't drink too much. I'm worried about your health.
I'll be fine. I'll take it easy. I'll be home by 12 tonight.
Ty, I have a question.
What? I'm at work right now.
I just got a bank statement. There was money withdrawn that I didn't know about.
What? Why are you telling me this? Maybe you just forgot you made the withdrawal.
Ty, you took it out, didn't you?
Huh?
You're the only one who knows where the cash card is and the PIN. You already withdrew $5,000, didn't you? What on earth did you use it for?
Oh my gosh. I guess the cat's out of the bag.
What are you being so casual about? $5,000 is a lot of money.
I had no choice. I needed it.
What did you spend it on?
Well, actually, I lent it to someone at work.
Someone at work?
Yeah, he's new this year. His cat got sick or something and had to have an operation.
I see. Surgery on animals is expensive. So, did it turn out okay?
What?
The cat. Was the surgery a success?
Yeah, it's fine now.
Well, that's good. But if you were going to lend someone money, you should have at least asked me about it.
I guess he has pet insurance. He said he'd be able to pay back half of it soon. I figured it would work out.
Even so, it's family money. You'd better talk to me about it next time. You have a past.
A past?
You bought a motorcycle without telling me, and you even took out a big loan before. You're free to spend your own allowance, but don't spend the family money without asking me.
Okay. I'll be careful next time.
So, when is he going to pay it back?
I don't know. I told him to pay me back when he could.
I don't think you should be vague about stuff like that.
What the hell? I apologized, okay? It's over, and you're just whining about it. There was a guy in trouble, so I helped him out.
I'm just asking you to be cautious when lending and borrowing money.
We work at the same place, so it's okay. It's money I worked for anyway, right? Why are you complaining?
It's not just your salary. The money from my part-time job is in there too. And who do you think is doing all the work?
Sage, you really are a nag, you know? Are you my mother? Would you stop complaining about everything? Just being in the same space with you lately makes me ill.
I don't want to argue about this either.
I know what you mean. I said I'll be careful next time. If it happens again, you can just divorce me, okay?
Are you threatening me?
Of course not. I'm really starting to get sick of this. If you don't change, there's no way we're staying together. Just think about what you're doing. If I lose all my feelings for you, I'm gonna dump you at the drop of a hat.
Ty, what's going on? I just came back from shopping with Nancy. All your stuff is missing from the house.
I'm not living in that house anymore.
What?
I moved out while you and Nancy were gone. I'm with the woman of my destiny.
Destiny? You mean you were cheating on me?
I'm tired of being around you. I've woken up to the fact that I've met my soulmate.
Who is the soulmate?
Well, you're gonna find out anyway, so I'll tell you. I'm dating Serena right now.
What are you doing with your wife's sister?
I'm telling you, I didn't make the first move. She made a pass at me.
When you're having an affair, it doesn't matter who started it.
Well, anyway, I'm remarrying your sister. You need to break up with me right now.
Okay, I'll do whatever you say.
Great. Are you really going to let me go?
My sister is the one for you, isn't she?
Yeah. From now on, my dear Serena and I will be husband and wife. I'm going to be with her for the rest of my life.
Then take care of the kids too.
Kids? Oh, come on. Give me a break. Why don't you take care of Nancy? Serena and I will remarry soon, and Nancy will feel awkward.
No, I'll take care of Nancy, okay? She's my only daughter. There's no way I'd give her to you.
Then what kids?
Unbelievable. You don't know anything.
Know what?
Well, okay. Anyway, I agreed to the divorce. I've had mixed feelings about you for a while, though. And now I find out that you're with my sister behind my back. I really despise you. You gave Serena the $5,000 anyway, didn't you?
So what if I did?
Lying about paying for a coworker's cat's surgery and then spending the money on an affair?
I despise you too. Serena told me everything.
What did Serena say?
I heard you've been mean to Serena since you were a kid. You were overbearing just because you were older. You took away everything that was important to her and spread rumors about her. You're the one who's terrible. That's why you guys don't get along.
Oh, I see. So she said that.
Don't be jealous just because you're not as pretty as her. I regret choosing a wife with an ugly personality and appearance. Don't ever show your face in front of me again.
Fine. I'll file for alimony and child support.
I don't care. I'll pay you as much as you want. Just don't contact me about anything other than that.
Okay, fine.
Sage, answer the phone. I need to talk to you.
About what?
It wasn't supposed to be like this.
Huh?
I found out something unbelievable. Serena has kids, and 3 of them.
So what?
So what? You knew?
Well, we're sisters after all. But anyway, could you not text me about something like this? You said it yourself. You said you wouldn't contact me unless it was about alimony or child support.
God damn it, I was tricked. I thought Serena had always been single.
Serena's been married twice and divorced twice. She had her first son from her first marriage. She had her second son and her daughter from her next marriage.
When I went to visit her at her apartment, I didn't see a single child.
Of course you didn't. They were all left at my parents' house.
Seriously? I didn't notice because I never went to your parents' house. So your father and mother were taking care of the kids until now?
That's right. But my father's busy with work, so he can barely take care of the kids. And my mother has been sick lately. My parents told Serena to take the kids home. But Serena made excuses like, I'm busy with work. She wouldn't come to pick them up.
So that's what you were talking about when you said your family was in trouble.
That's right.
Why did Serena bring the kids home all of a sudden?
I don't know. Maybe she has a plan?
What the?
Anyway, I'm a stranger to you now. I wish you and Serena all the best.
Wait a minute, Sage. Sage, help me.
What now? I'm going to work and I'm busy. If you keep contacting me, I'm going to block you.
I'm really sorry. I don't want you to do that. Just listen to me for a second.
Okay, just keep it short and sweet. I mean, is it okay for you to be texting right now? You're at work, right?
I can't do this anymore.
Huh?
The kids are way harder to handle than I thought. It's really tough.
It's true. They have too much freedom. Or maybe they don't have much discipline.
Serena can't handle them all by herself. I'm taking time off work to help raise the kids.
Really? But that's your problem. It's none of my business.
Don't say that.
It's your choice. You have to take responsibility.
You're responsible too, you know.
Why?
You didn't tell me Serena had kids.
Why would I tell a cheater? I mean, I think you're an idiot for going out with her and not knowing that.
It's not my fault. Serena never said anything about having kids. And from her looks and age, I didn't think she had any children.
Serena had her first son when she was 16.
Hey, this is such a scam, right? Hiding the fact that you have kids and getting married?
But you said Serena's meant for you. She's the one you left me to be with. You should spend the rest of your life with her.
Oh no. Sage, would you get back together with me after all?
Excuse me?
I miss you and Nancy. I want our life back.
Don't be silly. You made fun of me and Nancy. What are you talking about now?
I'm sorry I called you guys ugly and chubby. Please, give me another chance.
I don't want to.
I'm serious. I haven't been to work in days. It's a burden to my coworkers and my boss. I could lose my job.
I don't know anything about that. She's the woman and they are the children you chose. You married her, so you're responsible.
I understand. I'll give up trying to get back together with you. In exchange, could you come and help me take care of the children?
What?
Because you and Serena are sisters. Serena's children are your blood relatives. Don't you have any obligation to take care of them?
I'm telling you, I don't consider Serena my sister.
Why not?
You said the other day that I was mean to Serena. It was the opposite. She was the one who always took everything important from me. She spread rumors about me and isolated me.
Seriously?
I remember once she took my boyfriend from me. She wanted everything I had. I'm sure she wanted to take you just because you were my husband.
Oh, this is horrible. I'm not even the real father. I can't even make a living like this. The kids can stay with your parents just like they always have.
That was a problem for my parents too. Besides, my mother's bedridden now, and the kids are suffering because of Serena.
Even so, they should at least clean up after their own daughter. These kids are their grandchildren.
My parents wanted to put them in a facility, but Serena refused.
Huh? I don't get it.
Really, but Serena's always been like that. She acts like she doesn't know what's going on and causes trouble for everyone around her. She never does anything on her own.
Sage, I'm sorry. I've been really stupid.
You're right.
I guess I only saw Serena's looks. I'd never been wooed by such a beautiful woman before. I was just so excited.
I'm sure you were. Well, Serena always liked to take other people's boyfriends. When our parents asked her to take the kids, you were probably the most convenient father for her children.
That's terrible. Do people actually do something like this? What the hell does she think she's doing with my life?
That's what I'd like to ask you. What do you think you're doing with my life? With my daughter's life?
I'm really sorry. But this time, it was that crazy girl's fault too.
No. If you hadn't been into it, everything would have been okay. Besides, I was worried about the future.
What future?
The future with you. You didn't take care of Nancy or help with the housework. You put all the troublesome things on me. You've hurt Nancy a lot, haven't you? You've been spending money without thinking about the family budget.
I only spent money a few times. I thought I was taking care of Nancy too. And I did the housework and childcare when I could.
I did the housework and childcare 365 days a year for over 10 years. I even worked part-time after Nancy started elementary school. But you're always acting like a big shot, telling me what to do and making me uncomfortable.
If you had something to say, you should have said it.
I did. And you always snapped at me for complaining about it, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
Anyway, I'm divorced and have a clean slate. In a way, I'm even glad that you hooked up with Serena. So, from now on, please keep your contact with me to a minimum. I won't respond unless it's about Nancy or child support. If you persist, I'll block you.
Wait. Sage, I'm so sorry. I'm finally realizing how much you mean to me now. I'm an idiot. I'm careless about everything. I'm useless as a husband and a father, but I really regret it. The most important things were you and Nancy.
It's too late for regrets.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. From now on, I only live for the two of you. Don't tell me it's too late. I'll definitely change.
If you're going to spend your time apologizing to me, you should be thinking about what's going to happen to your kids. You're their father, and you have that right now. And I don't even have any feelings for you anymore. That's why I agreed to the divorce right away, and that's why I dumped you.
No, wait. Sage, don't abandon me.
Ty persistently contacted me, but it was a pain in the neck, so I blocked him. Knowing that Serena had hidden the existence of the children, Ty's love for Serena completely cooled off. He demanded a divorce from Serena. However, Serena does not want to let go of Ty no matter what. The two are currently in the middle of a bitter court dispute. Incidentally, Serena's children have been placed in the care of a child guidance center. As an aunt, I feel very sorry. I have a daughter of my own, and it is impossible for me to take in 3 children. In a way, it was probably a good thing that they were able to get away from a parent like Serena. The children were traumatized by being treated badly by their mother, but they were treated kindly by the staff at the facility. and I heard that they have regained their physical and mental health. I was relieved to hear that this choice was the right one. I never really understood Serena's behavior. I hope that the future of those children will turn out as good as possible. I myself will try my best to live my life for my daughter. Susan, can I talk to you for a second? What? My friends are having a party for me because I'm getting married. I'm busy with that. Well, I'll make it quick then. Susan, you went into my room again without asking me. What's wrong with going into your room? It's not your house, so don't act like it is. It's not my house, but you come home every once in a while and check my room. Not only checking my room, but taking clothes and accessories every time. You haven't even returned the bag you took the other day. I bought that bag as a reward for myself, and it cost over $1,000. Huh? That bag was that expensive? I'm sorry, I had no idea. I used it on a rainy day and got all wet. I thought maybe it was no good anymore, so I threw it away. What? You threw it away? You'll have to pay for it. Pay for it? I don't have any savings. I'm sorry I threw it away, but I didn't do it on purpose. You don't feel bad at all, do you? You can't just say I'm sorry. What? I said I'm sorry, but you can't forgive me? You're mean. I've only used it once. Shut up! If you don't want me to come into your room, why don't you just get the hell out of the house? What? How long are you going to stay in my parents' house? I don't mean to. It's my parents' house too. Oh, wow. You really think so? What? Susan? That house is not your parents' house. It's my parents' house where I lived with my mom and dad, whom I love very much. And then mom got sick and died. I don't know why my dad married that woman just because he was lonely. My mom is the one in heaven. I don't even consider that woman my mother. I don't even consider you my sister who she gave birth to. I knew you didn't like me, but I didn't think you thought of me that way. After all, she cheated on Dad and went off with another guy. She's a real bitch. What? Cheating? Mom never cheated on him. Shut up! I know she did. I saw that woman cheating. That can't be true. You just should have left with your mom, but you are still there because Dad is nice. What a nerve. Thanks to Dad, you're able to live in that home. Stop making such a silly complaint just because I come into your room. You were not making sense. Anyway, I won't pay for the bag. Why don't you just lock the room? You're the one who's complaining. There's no lock in my room to begin with. Why don't you leave the house? How long are you going to stay there? You're just trying to save money on rent, aren't you? You're so lucky to be able to save money on rent and spend it on your own. I'm not living at home to save money on rent. If I leave home, Dad will be on his own, right? I do all the housework, and it's better for me to be there to take care of the living expenses too. Or are you going to pay for our living expenses? Are you stupid? I don't work. And I told you earlier that I don't have any savings, right? How am I supposed to pay for it? Dad feeds you. But you talk like you're the one taking care of him. Seriously? You're out of your mind. Maybe I should live in that house after I get married. Then I can kick you out? Susan, are you serious? Of course I am. I'll talk to my boyfriend right away. See you later. Hey, you took my clothes too. Make sure you return them. Susan, come on. Did you get the wedding invitation I sent you? Yes, I did. I marked attendance and sent it back today. Wow! In a way, it's amazing that you still want to come to the wedding even after all the sarcasm I've been giving you. I knew you were being sarcastic. Yes, because I don't like you. You're a hard ass at best, and you're dumb at worst. I know you don't like me, but even though we are half-sisters, we are family. That's why you invited me, right? You're really an airhead, aren't you? Well, okay. I'll leave it at that. I have a surprise for you on the wedding day, so look forward to it. What surprise? I don't need that. I'm planning this for you. Don't say that. I'm worried. Also, I'm excited about your wedding gift. I didn't want to compromise on the wedding venue, so I picked a nice place. If we don't get enough money from our guests, we'll be in the red. I don't think you should rely on money gift. Huh? What did you say? Never mind. I'm looking forward to the wedding then. Also, I have one more important thing to tell you today. Important? What's going on? We are thinking of living with Dad after we get married. I told you before, didn't I? I told my boyfriend about it, and he agreed, saying it would be great not to have to pay rent. So we want to move in. But you're in the way. What? Did you really mean what you said? Of course I did. Why would I lie about something like that? Can you support your father? And have you talked to him about it? Huh? Why should we support him? He should support us. I haven't talked to Dad about it yet, though. Of course he'd rather live with us than with that woman's daughter. Well, Susan, I think I explained it to you the other day. Mom was never unfaithful. It's your fault that she left. Huh? Was it my fault? You are talking nonsense. You're pissing me off. Well, I'm just telling the truth. Okay, now go ahead and get ready to move out. Enjoy the few remaining hours you have with Dad. Susan, what's going on? I just got to the wedding venue and the staff told me to leave because there was no seat for me. What the hell is going on? Surprised? Yay! What? This is what you meant, surprise? That's what I meant. Why aren't you letting me in? You gave me an invitation card. Because it would have been more shocking if you got all dressed up and couldn't attend than if you hadn't been invited in the first place, right? Why did you go that far? It's obvious. Because I hate you. I don't even consider you my family. You're a stranger, so get the hell out. Okay then, I'll cut you off. What? Because you don't like me, right? You don't even want me to be at your wedding. I'm just a stranger, right? That's why I said I'm cutting you off. Is there a problem? Not at all. I'm just a little surprised that you accepted so easily. This is great. You don't even get to live in that house starting today. What? What do you mean? I told you 2 months ago, didn't I? We are going to live in that house when we get married. And yet, you didn't seem to start packing at all. So today, I asked a friend of my husband's to go to the house and move all your stuff out. And he's going to put our stuff inside. What? Does our father know about that? I didn't tell him. You know, you can't let a stranger into a house without telling our father or me. You are committing a crime. That's rude. I'm a family member too. I give my permission to let his friend in, so it can't be a crime. You can't be serious. Why didn't you tell your father? Because if he disagreed, it would have ruined my plans. But I did tell him a while ago that I wanted to live with him. What did he say? He said he's living with Janet, so he doesn't want me to move in. Susan, he's already against it. But I think Dad would be absolutely delighted once we start living together. So, where are you going to move my stuff? I've rented a storage temporarily. I'll put it there for you. I'm so sweet, aren't I? Since we are cutting ties, take it as a final parting gift. But you have to decide where you're going to move to within a month and get it out. I won't pay for more than a month. You're so selfish. I have an idea. What can you do? Well, let's see what you can do. I'm looking forward to it. Janet, what the hell are you doing? You brainwashed my dad. What the hell did you say to him? Dad has decided to put the house on the market. He's going to live in a new house with you and your mom. So I need you to move your stuff somewhere else by the end of the week. Of course, I protested, but he said I put the stuff in the house without telling him. He also said, if you don't take it out by the end of the week, I'm going to turn you and your friends into the police. I can't believe you said that to me. You orchestrated the whole thing, didn't you? Don't say I orchestrated, will you? It's your fault for moving in without permission and kicking me out. Hey, what do you mean she's moving in with you? I asked my dad if he was still in contact with that woman. I also said, I won't allow you to have any contact with that unfaithful woman. He got really angry for some reason and wouldn't even talk to me. You know, I've explained this to you many times. Mom was not cheating. I heard that, but how can I believe that? I saw it. When she left this house, a man close to her age came to pick her up in front of the house. Normally, a cheater wouldn't come to the front door of the house without hesitation. I always hated that woman. From that day on, I decided I would never forgive her. That man is my mother's brother. What? You were so cold and rude to her. That's why she got sick. What? That woman? Yes. After talking it over with our father, they decided it would be better to place some distance between you two. So she decided to stay at my uncle's house. Mom said she could take the train to get there. But my uncle was worried that she has a mental illness and can't travel a long distance, so he came to pick her up. It was your fault, and yet you'd mistake it for cheating. I'm sorry I misunderstood. Then why didn't you just say so? He doesn't have to sell the house. I'm going to be nice to that woman, or your mother. I want to live with them, the four of us. You know, Mom has been undergoing treatment, and she is finally getting better. I will never allow her to live with you. Huh? Why do you say that? Susan, can you support Mom and Dad? What are you talking about? Dad should support me. I don't know what you mean by support them. You don't know anything. Dad hurt his back a few years ago. He quit his job then because he thought he was too old. What? I didn't know that. When you came to visit, he said he told you about it. What? You are so selfish. You never listened to anyone else. Then how can he move into a new house? He can't sell that old house at a good price, can he? Your mom doesn't have much savings, does she? She has been sick. I think I told you that I do all the housework and pay the bills. You weren't listening then either, were you? I think you did, but I don't believe you. I thought Dad was supporting you. Is it really true that you're the one who's supporting him? How can you afford to buy brand name bags and pay the bills? You're a regular office worker, right? I used to be. I wanted to make a lot of money, so I had a side job for a long time. I was always good at computers. I've been making apps for fun since I was a student. After I started working, I turned it into a side job. But the apps became so popular that I couldn't keep up with it. I took the plunge and quit my day job to start my own business. Thankfully, I had a clientele to begin with, so I was able to get off the ground right away. Now I make about $100,000 a year. $100,000 a year? You do? That's right. That's why I was paying all the bills. I was also sending money to my mother. She couldn't just live in my uncle's house for free. I can work from home so my hours are flexible, so I do all the housework. I can't make our father do it because he has a sore back. So you're paying for the new house? Yes. You seem to think I'm wasting money. I only treat myself when I get a big job. I've always wanted a house and I've been working hard to save for one. My parents' house is getting old and I always wanted to build a house for them. I decided to take this opportunity to build a barrier-free house. Luckily, my parents' house is old, but the land is big and is in a good location. We could sell it for a good price. When I told my uncle about the situation, he said that until the house is built, he would let me and my father live with him. I took him up on his offer and decided to stay with him until the house is built. So we're putting the house on the market. So please get your stuff out of there as Dad says. Oh no! Then what are we supposed to do? Well, you're still young. Why don't you work? Oh no! I don't want to work. And my husband is good looking, but his salary is low. That's why I wanted my dad to take care of us. We're old enough to take care of our parents, and you still want them to support you? When the house is finished, let us live there. I think it would be fun if the 5 of us lived together. No, thank you. We've already broken off our relationship, haven't we? But you're being too self-serving. Dad says he doesn't want anything to do with you anymore. Even if the house is finished, I won't tell you where it is. Oh no! I'm sorry. I apologize. From now on, let's be sisters and get along. I don't want to, because you are a half-sister. That is, a stranger. I just repeated what you told me before. Bye. Janet! Don't call us strangers! We are sisters! My father and I blocked my sister's contact information. After that, I also changed my cell phone number so that she could never contact me. But I don't know how she found out. She learned my uncle's address and came inside the apartment. However, his apartment has a good security system. My sister, who was acting suspiciously, got caught by the supervisor. She was calling me and my father's name repeatedly, and the superintendent contacted me. I explained the situation and told him to ask her to leave as we are strangers now. I also told him that if she didn't leave, he could call the police. My sister got disappointed and left the apartment. My mother is in good shape because my sweet uncle took care of her. I was really relieved to see her as a cheerful and kind mother she used to be. Next month, our house will finally be completed. I can't wait. I'm planning to have my uncle, who has been so kind to us, come visit us. I still want to take good care of my mother and father, so I want to continue to work hard and earn money. I am secretly planning to go on a family vacation with them. Janet, how are you? Susan, I'm good. I was a little bored today, so I'm glad to hear from you. Bored? Well, I envy you because you are married with a wonderful husband, and you have nothing to worry about. You are really lucky, aren't you? Yeah? Don't say it like that. You have a wonderful life too. What do you mean? You have it all. Perfect husband, happy marriage, everything is going well. You're like a heroine of a TV drama. Well, Bob is certainly a wonderful person, but I'm sure you'll meet someone even better. Stop humoring me, but I hope so. I get so jealous when I see someone like you who can do everything well. Your life is like a fairy tale. I've never had that kind of luck. That's not true, Susan. You are a kind and wonderful person, and I know you will be happy. Even if you're kind, that doesn't make you happy, okay? You're lucky. It sounds like you're being condescending. I didn't mean it that way. I'm really grateful to Bob. I'm sure you will find a man like him, too. Well, you can say whatever you want. To be honest, I'm frustrated. I work just as hard as you do, but why is there such a difference? It's as if I'm your supporting role. I understand how you feel, but there's no point in comparing us. I think you should find happiness at your own pace. You make it sound so easy. I wish I had the luck like you, but it always backfires on me. I'm sure the luck will come for you too, Susan. I'm trying hard too, but it's frustrating when you're the only one who gets it right. I really hate you. Susan, that's not true. I have my own struggles and problems. It doesn't always work out. Do you really think so? It sounds so sarcastic coming from someone like you who has a perfect life. I sincerely wish you happiness. I'm always on your side. Janet, are you okay? I heard that you're in the hospital. I'm worried about you. Well, I'm glad it's not life-threatening, but it's been rough for you. I'm going to visit you soon. So, how is life in the hospital? Thanks for calling, Susan. I've been kind of just laying around in bed all day. I'm glad to have someone to talk to. I've been really bored, you know? I'm sure. It really feels like time passes so slowly when you're in the hospital, doesn't it? It was a disaster for you, being hospitalized so suddenly. I was so surprised to hear that you got hospitalized. It can't be helped. When you get sick, it's best to take it easy and go to the hospital. Well, I'll get better soon and get out of here as soon as possible. Keep it up. You are healthy and vibrant, so I'm sure you'll be back home soon. By the way, is Bob going to be okay while you're in the hospital? I wonder if he can take care of everything at home. Bob? Yeah, he's fine. He texts me regularly and worries about me. He seems to be doing well with his housework, which is surprising. But isn't it hard to manage both work and housework? I'm sure he's thankful to you while you're away. Housework is really hard work. I hope so. He doesn't normally do much housework, so it's hard for him. I also get emails from him asking me to come back home soon. So he's feeling how important you are. But I wonder how much he needs you. I can go help him. What? Sure. But you're busy too, so you should put yourself first. Bob is a big boy. Let him take care of himself. It's okay. You're my sweet little sister, so it's my obligation to help you. It's only while you're in the hospital. A little sister should rely on her big sister. Susan, really? I'm so happy. Thank you. I have to do what a big sister does once in a while. Well, I'm on my way. Thank you so much, but don't work too hard. Janet, how are you? Did you find a way to beat the boredom? You've been in the hospital longer than I expected. Are you feeling better? Yes, I'm doing well. I'm still bored, though. I knew it. I don't know if this will help you to kill time, but I thought I'd give you an update on Bob. But first, thanks for all your help, Susan. I don't need his update. I'm okay. It's okay. By the way, last night, I made roast beef. What? I want some. I'll make it for you when you get out of the hospital. But you know, Bob was so surprised. He said, I've never eaten something like this. That's good. You were a good cook. So, you know, today I'm going to make him a curry. From scratch. I want to eat it. I'll also make it for you when you get out of the hospital. I just texted him and he was happy. Bob, he has you all to himself. Don't say that. So he said, will you come to my place again to cook for me? He's taking advantage of the fact that you're a good cook. I can only cook regular food. Oh, I wish I had your cooking skills. You have different strengths. So, if it's possible, I'd like to keep cooking for him. Is that okay? Of course, it's good for his health. Please. Good. Then I am officially his wife. What do you mean? Why are you saying that? What? You haven't heard anything from him? He asked me out the other day. He did. Huh? What are you talking about? Is that true? Yes, it's true. He said, I'm worried about my future if she's going to be in the hospital for a long time. Besides, you are a much better cook, and I think now is good for us. So please date me with marriage in view. What? What do you really mean? I mean, did he really say that? Of course he did. Besides, Bob and I spend a lot of time together, and I heard many of your complaints. I heard that you didn't sleep together much. Well, we didn't do it every night. That's why I satisfied him. What? Huh, Susan? What do you mean? We slept together after having the roast beef. Susan, do you know what you're saying? Of course I do. I'm sorry for what I did to you. But you know, when I met him for the first time, I felt sparks with him. Then I fell in love with him. Huh? That means, you said you were going to help me. You didn't do it for me, but to get closer to him? Well, that's one way of putting it. But don't misunderstand me. It's for you too. It's so sad that he's left alone while you're away. You can't even cook a decent meal, can you? Well, I feel so sorry for him, whether you're in the hospital or at home. So I decided to be his wife. I can't believe you're saying that. Oh, really? Then look at this. It's a picture. How do you like it? We're in love, aren't we? Can you still not believe it? I'll take away your husband and your happiness. Susan, I trusted you. You're the worst. I hate you so much. I'm sorry, but I can't help it. We're so perfect for each other. You can't tear us apart. Especially when you're in the hospital, right? I'm divorcing him. Thank you for that. Now we can get married. Good for you. Go ahead. But don't worry. You're still his wife while you're in the hospital. I'll keep you posted on him. I don't need it. What? Why? Don't you want to hear it? Why would I want to know about my adulterous husband? I don't understand it at all. That's because you're still his wife. And you still don't believe me, do you? I want to tell you about what he's up to because I want you to accept us. Leave me alone. I said I'm getting a divorce. Don't get involved with me again. That's impossible. You have to see it for yourself. I'm more deserving of him than you. You're seriously the worst. I didn't think you were this bad. Wow! It's not a bad thing to be with someone you like, right? It just happens to be your husband. I have the right to choose, right? I want to be happy too, Janet. You understand that, don't you? Okay, that's enough. Did you get it? Okay, just while you're in the hospital, I'll keep you updated. Go ahead and be frustrated. Okay, I'll post a picture of you on social media. What? What are you talking about? Hey, what does this mean, Janet? It's an invasion of privacy. How dare you humiliate me? This is unforgivable. Yes? You said something to the people around you, didn't you? Oh my God, what have you done? Huh? What are you talking about? You're playing dumb. Stop lying. You told about us to everybody. What? How? I'm in the hospital. You contacted them on your phone or something, didn't you? You're the only one who could tell everyone. I told you I didn't. I was going to tell people about the divorce after I get out of the hospital. We'll have to deal with insurance thing and all. It would be a pain if I do it while I'm here. Well, even if something happens, I'm stuck here and things won't change. Then how did everyone know? All my friends have cut me off, you know. They said I was crazy for sleeping with your husband when you were in the hospital. I don't have the contact information for all your friends. Didn't you tell everyone? Why would I do that? I'd just be embarrassed. Oh my God, you're ruining my plans. I was going to tell everyone after we got married. Well, you got what you deserved, didn't you? That's not all. What? What? The same thing is happening to him. Even him? He started getting texts from his friends around the same time as me, and he got cut off from all of his friends. I'm sure they look down on him. You guys are even. Hey, you definitely did something, didn't you? Stop playing dumb. I didn't do anything. I'm telling you, it's too much trouble to get a divorce while I'm in the hospital. Then who did this? I told you, I don't know. But if everyone knows this, maybe it's social media? Huh? It was you after all. No, it wasn't me. Be honest. I forgive you now. I'm the one who wants to say I forgive you. Well, whatever. I started creating an account on social media. You know, after I heard about you and Bob. So you exposed us? Expose? Or rather, like a diary? A diary? See, you've been updating me on what's going on with Bob, even though I told you I didn't want it. Yes? I posted it every day. Of course, I didn't use my real name. Then how would they know? Well, I don't really know about that. When I was creating my account, I shared with people in my address book. I guess that was the problem. So even though you posted under your username, it's obvious to anyone around you. Aw, you're right. I was so careless. No wonder the post was shared so much. It's not funny. What are you going to do about it? You know what? If that's the reason, I can't do anything about it because it's widespread. Besides... What? Oh, the first person shared it. Oh, wait a minute. What? If you have an idea, be clear. How long are you making me wait? Come on. I knew it. What did you find out? The one who shared all of my posts is his younger brother. What? Younger brother? Yes, but that means his family knows too. I'm sorry, Susan. Just apologizing isn't good enough. What are you going to do about it? There's a proper order to things. Hey. You're the one who didn't follow the order. Shut up! Admit your fault. That's my line. You slept with my husband while I was in the hospital, and you even started saying weird stuff. Do you have any idea how depressed I was? Who cares? I was enjoying myself. You know what? You're not capable of thinking about other people's feelings. That's why you did what you did. And that's why you can update me on what he's up to. I had nowhere else to vent my frustrations but social media. It was the only way to relieve my stress. But you didn't have to do this. Can you please tell people about this? I just want you to clear up the misunderstanding. Clear up what misunderstanding? that we're meant for each other. Right. Then I'll post it now. I finally heard from her. She wants me to convince people. I got threatened to tell people that they had always loved each other. She forced me to post this. Here's what I think. Doesn't this mean that they had a relationship before I was hospitalized? Sent it. Hey, that would cause even more misunderstandings. But I'm not lying. Oh, and there's one more thing I forgot to mention. You might be surprised when you hear this. What? There's more? Yes, on everything I posted, I tagged, "Spread this." Maybe that's why everyone knows about it. I'll tag "Spread this" on this post too. Okay, editing is done. Stop it, Janet! Why? So everyone knows what you're doing. Isn't this awesome? I really beg you, stop it! My colleagues and my friends give me a dirty look. Because it's the truth. I'm losing my friends. Do something about it. Tell everyone that you misled them. What are you talking about? I can't even keep my job. What am I supposed to do? You're getting married, right? Why don't you and Bob be happy together? That's what you wanted, right? Janet, I really beg you, help me. I was the one who wanted you to help me. What are you talking about now? It's none of my business anymore. See you later, Susan. After that, it seems she completely isolated herself from her colleagues and friends. At first, she thought it was just a little misunderstanding, but the reality was harder. They all learned about her betrayal, and no one believed her anymore. And Bob started feeling uncomfortable at work. His colleagues started distancing themselves from him. I heard that no one trusts him, and it was difficult for him to keep his job. So they became isolated from each other. They could no longer support each other, and their relationship had ended. They got what they deserve. I am finally discharged from the hospital and have regained my health. I have resumed work, found new hobbies, and am living a fulfilling life. From now on, I would like to move forward positively without being obsessed with the past.
Mom. Hey, sweetie. How are you doing? Mom, can I ask you a favor? What is it this time? Could you send me a little money? Again? I already sent you money for this month. I only received $100 for this month. I can't live on this. That is enough. Just stop wasting money. I'm not wasting any money. You need to learn how to manage money. Mom, you don't understand. It's just not enough. I can't even buy things that I need with this money. If the money is not enough, get more part-time jobs. You are not kid anymore. You can't depend on your parents all the time. I have a lot of projects and exams coming soon, and I don't have time to take on more part-time jobs. If you have time to make excuses, go find some part-time work. I'm trying, but there's a limit to how much I can do. Please, can you send me more money? Just a little bit more? No. Okay, I will try to get more part-time jobs and see what I can do. Mom, I need your help. Again? I told you to figure it out on your own, didn't I? I'm in the hospital right now. What? What happened? I passed out at my part-time job, and when I woke up, I was in the hospital. They said the cause was malnutrition. What are you doing? Why can't you even take care of yourself? Mom, I'm literally in the hospital and you are still mad at me? Why did you suddenly become so cold? I just can't live with $100 a month, and there's a limit to how much I can work part-time. Then why don't you quit college? What? If you quit college and start working, everything will be fine. I can't do that. I want to finish college to make my dream come true. Then you're on your own. You are being selfish for wanting to go to college. I am doing my best. Can you just help me a little more? How many times do I have to tell you? Do you think we're rich or something? Well, you should know that we're not. You are the one who decided to go to college on your own. Stop depending on your parents all the time. But you weren't against me going to college at first, were you? Well, but I didn't think going to college was a good idea. Really? Back in my time, it was normal to get a job after high school. Even if they finished college, they would eventually get married and have families after a few years. It's just a waste of money for you to go to college. Mom, what you were saying is like 50 years ago. It's different now. No, it's still the same. I promise I'll pay you back when I graduate. So please, help me out a little more. Oh my goodness. Why are you so stubborn? Did you know that Dad might get laid off soon? What? Really? Yes. We are doing our best to support you financially, but we can't do anything anymore. But he hasn't been laid off yet, right? It's not that simple. You know, you have to be prepared for the worst situation. The mortgage, the utility bills, they're going to come relentlessly every month. I know. Things are more complicated than you think. I'm doing my best I can to spend less money every month. Even if I wanted to take on more part-time work, I couldn't get any shifts because of all my assignments and thesis. Why don't you try first before you complain? You keep saying you can't work, but have you actually tried to work? I've been searching for a part-time job, but I have not applied yet. See? That's your problem. I don't think getting a part-time job solves everything. I might fail if I have less time to study. Oh my goodness. You are complaining again. I'm not complaining. Please stop messaging nonsense like this. Mom, can I borrow money for the hospital? How long are you going to stay there? Ask your nurse to get discharged today. What? You are not a kid anymore. You should know how to take care of yourself. Don't let this happen again. I'm sorry. Don't be sorry. Do better. I will. Mom, is Dad still mad at me? Of course he is. He's so mad at me for even mentioning your name. I want to apologize to him. I don't think that's a good idea. But it's your fault for having a boyfriend there. I'm sorry. We sent you to college to study. But what you did was the opposite. You really disappointed us. I was studying hard even though I was dating him. He supported me at hard times. But I broke up with him when Dad found out about it. Good. It's a waste of time and money to have a boyfriend. You don't need a boyfriend. You're right. I was stupid. Just don't make any stupid decisions anymore. I won't. I will make sure to pay back everything once I graduate and get a job. Of course. I'll do my best, Mom. I hope Dad will forgive me soon. Just study hard and earn a lot of money when you graduate. I will. Good.
Hey, have you heard anything from Marina? I think she's still mad at me. I've been trying to call her, but she's been ignoring me.
Well, you actually did something that made her mad. Why don't you just leave her alone?
I wonder if she's blocked my number or something. I don't know why, but all of our conversations got deleted too. Can you help me restore them?
I told you, she's still angry at you. Just give her some time.
I still don't get why she got mad just because I wasn't home when she came back. She didn't even let us know she was coming back that day.
She came home as a surprise to see you. She has every right to be angry.
But still, she should have said something to me. Hey, honey, can you call her for me?
I told you, she's still mad at you. She says she won't forgive you until she graduates college.
Did she say that? Really?
She's probably under a lot of stress from college life. Or maybe she's busy with her boyfriend.
She has a boyfriend now? Did she tell you what kind of man she's dating?
I don't know. She doesn't want to talk about it.
Damn, my little girl has a boyfriend now. I hope she's doing well in college.
You worry too much.
I hope she doesn't get sick or something. But if she got sick or in trouble, I'm sure she'll call us, right?
How long are you going to be overprotective? She's not a kid anymore.
Maybe I should just go see her in person.
Joel, stop it.
I mean, she's just sulking because we've had a little misunderstanding. I think I should talk to her and apologize personally.
Listen.
What?
She told me she hates you and doesn't want to talk to you anymore. Ever since puberty, she's been disgusted by your smell and behavior.
What? We went shopping together and even had lunch many times. She doesn't look like she hates or is disgusted by me.
Well, she told me how she feels about you. She was holding up all the time.
What did I do? Do I smell that bad? Why didn't you ever tell me?
Girls at her age are very sensitive. I didn't want to hurt your feelings, so I didn't tell you.
Really? Seriously, raising a kid is so difficult.
I'm sure she just needs time. Just stop reaching out to her or seeing her for now.
Yeah, maybe you're right. But I miss our daughter so much.
I know. Let's just support her financially for now.
Yeah, but you know it's just so hard.
Everything will be fine, honey.
Marina, please tell me you're okay. I heard you were rushed to the hospital.
Dad, I'm sorry.
I got so panicked when the hospital called me. Are you okay?
I'm feeling better now. I'm sorry, Dad. I am such a failure.
Oh, honey, you're not. I'm glad that you're feeling better. I miss you so much, honey.
I miss you too, Dad. It's been a while.
I always wanted to message you, but your number was not on my contact list for some reason. I think I pressed some wrong button or something.
Really? I thought you blocked my number.
Block your number?
If you have blocked me and deleted my number, you might not even notice.
Do you think your dad could do that?
I don't think so. You didn't even know how to use emojis.
I finally learned how to use them after you taught me. By the way, did you block me from calling you?
What?
I keep trying to call you, but you always cannot be reached.
Why would I do that? I would never block your number.
Really? That's weird.
Anyway, Dad, I'm sorry. Thank you for forgiving me.
Huh? What are you talking about?
You've been mad at me the whole time, right?
I'm not mad at you. You were the one mad at me and didn't want to talk to me. When you went home to surprise me before I wasn't at home, then you got mad at me.
What? I haven't been home once since I enrolled in college.
What do you mean?
I don't even have any money to go home. I'm just busy studying and working part-time to survive every day.
Oh, come on. Why do you need so much money? Don't tell me you're spending too much on your makeup.
I've never bought anything like that since I've been here.
Why not? You should enjoy your college life instead of stressing out by working and studying.
I can't survive with $100 a month if I buy any makeup.
What?
Well, I am the one who said I wanted to go to college. I am trying my best. But I didn't expect it to have so many assignments, and I don't have time to work part-time.
$100? What are you talking about?
My allowance.
Is that a typo?
No, I'm only receiving a $100 allowance.
Really? I told your mom to send you $1,000 every month.
No way. I can show you my bank history, Dad. I'm only receiving $100. She told me that 100 is enough for me.
No way. She's sending you $100 on purpose? That means she's keeping the rest of it?
I think so. She recently told me that you might get laid off soon. That's why she needed to save up money.
Laid off? What is she talking about? I just got promoted this month.
Really? Does that mean she was lying to me all this time?
Oh, wow. I can't believe this. This is ridiculous. She even told me that you are mad at me, and I shouldn't talk to you. Now I know why.
It all makes sense now.
Yeah. I was so stupid that I believed everything she said.
Mom told me that you were mad at me for having a boyfriend. I even broke up with him because I thought you would stop helping me go to college.
What the hell? I would never say that to you. I will support you no matter what.
Oh my God. So Mom purposely lied to us.
I can't believe it. I'm sorry I didn't notice until you got hospitalized like this.
It has been a really tough time. All I did was study and do part-time jobs. I never had fun in my college days.
I'm sorry that I didn't do anything for you until it got this bad.
It's not your fault, Dad. But we should do something about the money that she's been taking. I think the total will be $32,400.
You're right.
What should we do?
I have an idea.
Okay, Dad, I'll leave it to you.
But first, let me visit you there. I will tell your mom that I will be on a business trip.
Really? I think I'll be discharged tomorrow.
That's good. Tell me what you want to eat when you are discharged.
I'm craving a really good steak.
It sounds good. Then I will take you to the best steak place.
It's been so long since I ate good steak.
You can eat as much as you want, honey. Anyway, get some rest now, okay?
Okay, Dad. I can't wait to see you.
Me too, honey.
To be honest, I'm glad I got hospitalized. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to get in touch with you again.
I promise Daddy won't let this happen again. I'm sorry I went too far like this.
No, it's not your fault. See you tomorrow, Dad.
See you.
Joel, when are you coming back from your business trip? You didn't even tell me where you're going. Let me know when you'll be back. I'll pick you up at the airport.
You don't have to do that anymore. I'm never coming back.
What?
Where do you think I am right now?
I don't know. You tell me.
I'm having a steak with Marina. It's a very famous place. We stood in line for over an hour.
What? Steak with Marina? Wait a minute, why? Why are you with Marina?
I just came to see her because I miss my daughter.
I told you to give her some space.
Now I know why you have been acting like this.
Are you talking about the allowance? Okay, listen to me. I have a valid reason why I did that.
Oh, yeah?
She's our only daughter, and you spoiled her too much. So I thought I'd make it a little harder on her to encourage her to be independent.
Oh, really?
Don't worry, I've saved the rest of the money for her. It's all on our bank account.
Let me see the bank statement then.
Why?
Why not? $900 for 36 months. There should be $32,400 in the bank, right?
Fine. I will send it to you later.
Why not now? You're just gonna take a quick picture and send it.
I'm having lunch with a friend.
It's after 3 in the afternoon.
I mean brunch.
Oh, come on, stop lying already.
I'm sorry.
You really disappointed me, Emily. How could you do that to our daughter?
I did it for her sake. I never thought she would end up hospitalized.
You did something to my phone, didn't you? You blocked Marina and deleted her number, right?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Oh, really? When I asked Marina to check my phone, the wrong phone number was registered as Marina.
Maybe you mistakenly registered that.
Oh, wow. That's some kind of weird miracle, huh? Our daughter was trying to survive on her own, even though she needed our help.
Yeah, I feel bad about it.
So you admit that you took the money?
Yes.
Why did you do that? I even give you an allowance and living expenses every month, too.
There's a lot of things going on with me.
Like what?
Like, there's some friend group drama going on. I just wanted to help my best friend.
I never knew that you had a guy best friend.
What?
I know everything, Emily. You've been supporting that best friend of yours financially, right? While I'm away on a business trip, looks like you've been spending a lot of time with him.
Wait a minute. How did you know?
I hired a PI.
P.I.? He went that far?
Of course. At this point, I don't know whether you are lying or telling the truth. That's why I hired a PI. Thanks to them, I've got all kinds of evidence that you're having an affair with a guy.
Oh my god. That's an invasion of privacy.
Did you know that they can take a clear picture from a far distance? The new technology is crazy.
Don't tell me you stalked on my boyfriend too.
Well, the PI found out some basic information about him. I have to admit, I was disgusted by how young he was. I never would have guessed he's almost same age as our daughter.
He's already an adult.
Oh yeah? It still disgusts me. Don't you think it's weird?
No, not at all.
Oh god. You're insane, Emily.
He loves me and he treats me better than you.
Are you sure about that? Do you know why he needed your financial support?
Because he's still in college chasing his dream.
No, he's a high school dropout. And he has a family.
What? Oh, Joel, please don't say such an obvious lie.
Come on, Emily. Do you think P.I. would lie to me? That man has a 1-year-old daughter and a wife.
What?
He was only using you. I can send you a picture of his family if you want.
Oh my god. He loved me more than you. There's no way it was a lie.
Emily, what did I do wrong? I always told you that I love you every single day for 25 years. I make sure we go on dates every Sunday. I even gave you an anniversary gift every year, even though you don't remember anymore. My love has never faded, and my efforts for you. How could you say that boy loved you more than me?
You always go on a business trip. Do you know how depressing it is to spend your day alone in that house?
That's your only reason why you cheated on me? That's stupid.
Stupid? Really?
I have a screenshot of your text to him that you prefer a younger guy.
Oh my god. How did you get that? Gross. Marina, since when did you join this chat?
I made this family group chat a long time ago. I guess you were too busy with your guy to notice.
That is not true. I'm just tired and busy with all the housework.
Oh, please. You've been hiring a housekeeper with the money you stole.
I promise I will pay it back.
As you should.
I can never forgive you. I'm sorry. But thank you. Thank you. I learned my lesson on how to become a good mother by seeing a failed mother like you.
Don't worry, you'll never become like this evil.
I hope so. I'm afraid to get married now.
You shouldn't be. I know you have a good eye, unlike me.
I will never marry a liar like Mom. I was insane, I admit it. From now on, I will send you the full allowance. I will make sure I support you, honey. Please, forgive me and let's just move on.
What?
What? What?
Are you serious?
Oh my god, this is crazy.
We are done with you.
Done?
Do I have to explain?
Dad, she completely lost her mind to understand simple things. I apologized already. What more should I do?
Marina, can you answer this?
Sure. First of all, the money you took is called unjust enrichment. It's money you are not entitled to. So, we will file a claim for unjust enrichment refund and ask you to return the money. I told you I would pay you back. Additionally, what you did to me is considered neglect. Physical neglect means a parent does not provide the child with all the necessities like food, clothing, and shelter.
Oh wow, honey, you sound like a lawyer. You're ready to be one.
Dad, you are overreacting. You just told me some basic knowledge. I even know what neglect is. Oh, really? Do you know how much trouble you're in?
I don't think she understands. We have to explain every single thing to make her understand. Her brain is rotten.
I'm glad I didn't grow up like this scum. Seriously, it disgusts me that she is my mother. Oh my god, how could you say that to me?
It disgusts me that I married this monster.
The last 3 years have been really hard. I've had to cut my food expenses to survive. I couldn't even buy new clothes or makeup for myself. I had to work part-time no matter how hungry or tired I was, and I was living on the edge every day. I'm really glad Dad came to visit me. He's the only one who truly cares about and loves me.
I'm so sorry you had to go through all that, sweetheart. Please, forgive me for not being there. I promise I will never let you go through that hell ever again. How can I make it up to you?
Dad, I really want to go to Paris this summer. Can we make that happen?
Sure, honey. I'll take you wherever you want. And I'll buy you anything you want, princess. Oh, I forgot you were in this chat.
So, will you forgive me?
No, we will never forgive you. Please pack up your things and leave before I get back.
What? Where should I go?
I don't know. Figure it out on your own. You're an adult.
When can I come back?
Never. We're getting divorced. Please contact my lawyer from now on.
Are you serious? You want a divorce? That's too much.
Goodbye.
Whatever. I'm gonna marry my boyfriend then. You're pathetic. I'm happy to be getting rid of you. Goodbye.
We finally got the divorce sorted after a few months. Although we divided the property, I demanded Emily pay back the money she had taken from Marina's allowance. According to the update from the PI, Emily took a loan for her boyfriend's house. I can't fathom how much she splurges on one man. She's really stupid. After I kicked her out of the house, guess where she ended up? The very house she took a loan for. But of course, when Emily went there, his wife and kid answered the door. Now she had to face the reality, whether she liked it or not. Her boyfriend confronted Emily, stating he merely saw her as someone to pay his bills, nothing more. Devastated, Emily sought refuge back at her parents' house. I heard she's pitching in on her family's farm now. Meanwhile, Marina is thriving in her college life, balancing her studies and enjoying her youth. We might have gone through a tough time, but we've come out stronger on the other side. I will always support Marina, no matter what.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.